All right, let's do this. We are heading back to Hawkins, Indiana for one last ride. Today, we're breaking down everything we know about the final chapter of Stranger Things. So, this is it, isn't it? The question on every single fan's mind since Season 4 wrapped up way back in 2022. I mean, after all this time, after everything we've been through with these characters, can the Duffer brothers actually stick the landing? The pressure is absolutely immense.
So to figure that out, let's start with someone on the inside. We're going to look at what Cara Buono, Karen Wheeler, had to say about how it all ends.
Now, Cara Buono has been there from the very beginning as the Wheeler matriarch, right? She's been our anchor in the normal world of Hawkins. And after filming this final season, she's got a perspective that I think is going to make a lot of anxious fans feel, well, a whole lot better.
I really like how she puts this. She starts off by admitting the obvious. You just can't please everyone, especially with a show this beloved. It's impossible. But then, right after, she says she thinks audiences will be very happy. That's not hope. That sounds like confidence. It feels like she really believes in the ending they've created.
And this just gives her whole take so much more weight, doesn't it? Can you imagine being there for the very first scene ever shot for the show, and for it to come full circle for her at the very end? It just suggests that this finale was crafted with a ton of heart and a real sense of history from start to finish.
So when you put it all together, the picture she paints is just overwhelmingly positive. She gives massive props to the Duffer brothers, saying they did an amazing job. She says the ending works for everyone. She even mentions that the final table read was this incredible moment for the whole cast. It sounds like they really took care of this thing, both on the screen and behind the scenes.
Okay, so we've got some reassurance, which is great. Now let's get down to the practical stuff every single one of us needs to know. Let's talk about the final countdown, the release schedule.
All right, get your calendars out. So as you know, the first 4 episodes of Season 5 dropped last week, but the next big event is Christmas Day. That's when we get episodes 5, 6, and 7, all dropping at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, the grand finale. The big one, a 2-hour movie-length episode premiering on New Year's Eve, also at 8 p.m. Eastern. What a way to ring in the new year.
And if watching at home just doesn't feel big enough for you, well, you're in luck. Netflix is actually treating this like a huge movie premiere. The finale is getting a special run in select theaters. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know, right? This isn't just a TV show finale. It's a full-blown cultural event.
And speaking of a cultural event, the scale of this thing is backed up by some truly mind-blowing numbers. Let's just take a quick peek at how this season is already shattering records before it's even finished.
Just take a second and look at that number, 59.6 million. That is a wild number, and it really paints a picture of just how massive the hype for this season really is.
So what is that number? Well, that's how many views Season 5 got across the globe in just its first 7 days. It officially makes it the biggest premiere week for any English-language series in the entire history of Netflix. So yeah, if anyone thought the long wait might have cooled things down, nope, not even a little. The fandom is bigger and stronger than ever.
Okay, we've heard from an insider, we have the dates locked in, and we know this thing is a certified monster hit. So let's tie it all together before we head into this final chapter.
So here's your simple guide. First, you have permission to be optimistic. Based on what we're hearing from the cast, it sounds like the ending is in really good hands. Second, clear your schedule for Christmas Day and New Year's Eve. And third, when you finally press play, just take a second to remember you're part of this massive global phenomenon that is literally breaking records. Pretty cool.
So that kind of leaves us with one final thought. We're being told we're gonna be happy. The whole world is gonna be watching. But at the end of the day, what really matters is what you think. So, what does that perfect, satisfying ending for Stranger Things actually look like to you? That's the real question, isn't it? Something to think about while we wait to say goodbye to Hawkins.